Welcome, Sketchbook Heroes. And Sketchbook Warriors. We got a little dog here. We're gonna draw right now. Here, let's break him down. Let's break him or her. Is it a boy or girl? Girl. Or who knows? All right, let's draw this dog. We're gonna draw, let's get the circle in here. I see a big circle shape in there. There we go. Oh, did I lose everybody? Hope not. We'll see. There we go. Bigger, bigger. There's that circle. Bam. All right, there's one unit. There's one unit. You can see the ears kind of like fall out there, but this really kind of like tapers that. See the center there? And I wish I could turn this, but the eyes are slightly, there's a slight angle to it, slight angle. Copy, paste. Now we got two exact same, look at that right in there. Boom, there's that body. Notice how that fits right in and how they overlaps. I wonder if, yeah, wow. I'm gonna paste one more circle. We got, and look at that back. Boom. Like three circles right in there. Let's see if we, oh, I wish I could find the center of those and do that. But you can see how they overlap. And then this just sticks out right there. Oh, well, we've got three units, three circles, and they're exactly the same size. Copy paste. I saw my son with his daughter, my granddaughter. They both had shirts, and he had one that said copy on his shirt, and then his daughter had paste. That's funny. All right, let's break this down a little bit more still. Let's get some lines on here. This will help. We do have, ooh, let's see. Ah, Control Z, Control Z. Click and drag. There we go. There's a slight angle to this. And that eye's a little smaller. But I do see this angle. See that angle? They do kind of go up at that angle. This is getting a little smaller. And then there's this angle here too. I can actually break that angle. See, these angles are really important. These ones right in here. This one right in here. You can see this kind of coming down here. This coming down like that. Let's see. And then that curves on there. And you got the tail. I don't know what's happening with this tail. It's not clear. But that's pretty much it. And in these ears too, I can kind of break them down like that into these almost triangle shapes. The triangle shapes really help. They really help. And then you can do it rounded afterwards. But this really helps with blocking in. And then we can break this in half again. So you can see how it fits in there. See how that fits in there. Right. That's it. That's it. Let's do this. All right. Something in the chat. I found the picture of the dog in Facebook. Oh, nice. All right, here, let's screenshot this. I thought it was your dog. There we go. There we go. Bam. There it is. All right, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. We got our this drawing here. I'm just using bond paper. You can use anything you like. Oh, this is torn. Oh, here we go. We got two drawings to do tonight. Let's do these really quick. I don't know what time it is. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, so I'm going to block them all out. We already got our circles. So we have our first circle. This really just shows how it's going to fit on our paper. That's pretty big. Let's zoom out. Zoom, zoom, zoom out, zoom. We're gonna zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom. Do the best you can. See, I'm scribbling it in. It's a fluffy dog, so it's not doesn't have to be perfect. Then we've got right underneath, almost half, right there. There's a slight angle, but right underneath that, that same circle size, is there? Does it come out to the left or the right, or is it right below? It's I feel it comes out a little bit. It comes out a little bit to the right, slightly to the right, but it's about the same size. If we get this, if you're not sure, you can go this like this, and then bring that down to there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right there, right there, and it's almost lined up. It slightly comes out, slightly comes out, but there it is. That's our second circle. That with that much overlap, almost halfway through that top circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just close. That's close. See halfway. Watch this space right here, just below, a little bit below half. Notice this football shape right in there. Notice that football shape. All right, here we go. The next circle. This one's coming out like, here we go, at this angle. Notice this angle here. And then, so that angle here, we have our other circle kind of like right in here. Actually, we can follow those angles here. This angle here, that same angle, these three. This is the center. This is the, this circle. It's almost like we're getting the circle and bringing it down. We're bringing it down because it hits here. And we're bringing it down. See, because this, we already have the width of that circle. We're just bringing that down over here to get this back circle, which is the same as these three circles right in there. And so we're just bringing it down at that angle. Angles, crazy angles. All right, there it is. Good night. No, here we go. The tail is going to be somewhere out here like this. Not clear. We've got one leg right in here. I'm getting the middle-sized shapes now. This leg kind of comes down here, and it kind of comes down to an oval shape right in here. The bottom, it's like an oval. Looks like it kind of comes out right in there. And then I don't know what's going on with this other foot over here. Let's see. I can't really tell. I know there's another oval, like right in here. All of my scribbles, all my love, all my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing. I don't know, all my circles. It's getting late. Okay, that's definitely the next drawing will be the last drawing, if not this one. All right, I think that's it. That looks good. All right, let's zoom in. Let's do the face, and then you can see the body, the head. And I'm just gonna focus on this head here. The ears kind of come out about that much, and then on this side also about that much, just somewhere in there. And then let's break this into our quarters. Slight angle to it. Gotta get that angle. Gotta get that angle. A slight angle. These slight angles, right? We talk about ratios. We got the ratios, the height, the width, and then these angles, and proportions. All right, so the eyes are right in the middle. Looks like right in the middle. Yeah, right in the middle. So above it and below it, above and below are the eyes. The eyes should be fitting at that angle, right in there, above and below that middle line, right in there. Below, that's where my eyes are going to be. Then in here is where my nose is going to be. And I'm putting in a circle for now, just a circle right in there. I see how it fits in there. And then the mouth coming down. And yeah, that's it right in there. I think something that's getting pretty close there. It's getting pretty close, pretty close. Let's see where the original is. I just see me over here. Oh, oh, there he goes. All right, cool. We're moving stuff around. There he is. All right. Oh, that looks good. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to focus on this face. We'll start with the eyes. Let's start with the eyes. The eyes in here. So in here, let's start with a circle shape. Let's start with a circle shape right against this quarter side right in here. Again, that circle shape. If I need to make it bigger, I'll make it bigger, but it should be right about there, about that big. And I say that big like, okay, how big is that? I don't know. You almost have to get that proportion. Your eyes can be too big, too small. If they are too small, you can make them bigger. If you need to make them smaller, make them smaller. But the spacing right here, let me see, this other eye is right about there. Right about there. And I'm looking at the spacing in between, and it looks like there's more space. So I can actually make the eyes bigger. See, I'm making it bigger. Making it bigger. I'm making it perfectly round. Bringing it in a little bit. Yeah, that's better. See, that's spacing because it has less space. I would probably say about that much. And there's probably a little bit more, there's probably about an eye space, but there's a lot of shading and stuff in here. So yeah, there's probably an eye, a little bit more than an eye space. Well, I have a little bit more than an eye space. And I'm looking at this triangle, the eyes and the nose. I do that same thing with people too when I'm drawing faces. We'll see when we draw Santa. There we go, like that. All right, I'll put a little more detail in the eyes. I want to get the nose in there. Let's get the nose in there. So I've got a circle for a nose for right now, but I'm going to flatten flatten the top, and then bringing the nose kind of like out. It's kind of, the picture's a little hard to see. Bringing the nose out and around like this, in this shape. So I'm doing almost the flat top, then it goes out and then around. And then I'm going to do the nostrils. Let's do the nostrils. One nostril here, then another nostril. And then I'm going to shade it all in. So you kind of lose everything. Everything kind of gets lost in there. So I'm going to do it not as dark as the nostrils, just a little bit lighter. I can build it up. Then all this nose up in here is darker, but I can still push it dark. So the nostrils, you can barely see them in there. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then the mouth, there's a little bit of mouth. It just kind of comes across. You can see the bottom lip is straight. The top part is there's texture. The hair. Yeah. Hey, I have a friend over. Okay. Love you. I love you. See, the bottom is straight, and then up here I'm adding like texture by just by doing it. And it gets lost in this cloudy fur softness, and there's this texture which is hard to explain because I'm just doing it uh, right in here. It's got some chin right in here, right in there. I know there's this chin area, and I've got that shape of that chin. And let's see, and then here I also see this other shape, this rounded shape between the eyes, this rounded shape between the eyes, kind of like there. And that actually goes into that eye. Let's because this gets lost. I'm gonna just shade in the eyes. It's darker on this left outside part, and as it comes in, kind of gets lighter, but this side over here is sharp and dark, sharp edge. Then over here, it kind of gets lost a little bit. Almost the fur kind of gets inside there, and it's kind of like gets lost on this inside part. But the outside part on the left is sharp, and in here it kind of gets lost and kind of goes around that dark space. Same thing on this eye. On this right side is sharp, a really sharp edge, and then on this end dark. And as it comes this way, keep it dark, but then up here, over here, kind of it's soft. I'm actually bringing some of that darkness out because it kind of, as part of that fur, kind of gets lost in there. See, that's what I kind of did in there. And there's a little fur here and there. I'm just kind of scribbling to get some of that texture, And all this is shaded. All my guidelines, all that stuff can be part of the shading, and it gets lost in there. If you didn't do your guidelines too dark, if your guidelines are too dark, erase them before you do this, because they'll get stuck in there. And then you'll have to erase and then reshade, and it gets really ugly. All right, so there's some cheeks in here. And there are some cheeks in here. I want to get that shape of those cheeks. They're really almost suggested. Kind of comes around in here. and then it curves down right in there, that cheek. It's almost like this upside down heart shape in here. There's an upside down heart shape, and I see it, and I get the feel of that in there. And then all this is a little bit of shade. I can bring up my shading. Shade, there's light right in here. Light's hitting in there, and I kind of lost that. See if I can bring it up right in there. I want to keep that light. And then all this is shaded. Yeah, because the shading in here is what's really interesting. I really like the way the light's hitting this dog. There's got a lot of interesting lights and darks and stuff going on in here. Because here it's darker. And then this ear and all this really, it's like a little puff of cloud. It's a little puffy dog. And now I'm just shading softly while trying to get that texture. It's almost even doing little circles, scribbles, and maybe even all this little really, I don't know, hard to describe what I'm doing. The this what is this sorcery? I don't know. It's seeing the lights and the darks, but it's in the shapes. It's texture. It's experience. It's practice. Yeah, you definitely got to practice. See, I'm just. But you see how I got most of it in. Most of it in was just doing where everything kind of goes. This is just practice with the shading, getting more shading in here. And the lights and the darks. Here it's a little bit darker. You almost have to squint your eyes to see this, the lights and the darks. Here it goes dark. I really like here it goes really dark, and then there's this light little edge, like this little reflected light, like right around this edge. And the outside's dark, that outside, but then there's that light, and then there's the shade of the dog. See how I just did that right in there, right in there. See how it looks like lights hitting there? It's because I have dark on both sides. And keep that top side. Get that little texture right at the end. Yeah, I know. Make it look so easy. And I realize it too. I realize it too because I see and it's like, oh my gosh, how do I explain that? And it's really just it's really just all this is just years of experience right there, just making it look so simple. And I mean, it might take you longer, but that's okay. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You know, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You have to go at your own pace. You can't be driving on that freeway and you know, just because somebody drives faster, you know, you'll get there. You get there. You just got to go at your own pace, and then little by little pick up the pace, and you know, you got to work on whatever you're working on. That's the thing. What are your focus? What's your focus? What's your focus? There we go. There's the head. Oh, there's the head kind of there. Maybe a little bit dark. So I'm looking at other little, and I can actually, I have the value in there. I can actually put, you know, more little texture here and there because I have the value. Once I have the value, then I can add texture, more texture here. They're like a little more like hair, fuzz, fur balls. Like in here, more value. It should be darker. Right in there. And then the light hits that side of the dog. Then it goes dark again here. Oh, this is light right in here. Man. Lights and the darks. And the way the light bounces. And then here we go. There's the head. All right, we've got the head. We are ahead. What time is it? Ooh, it's already gonna be 10. We don't have time for Santa. I think we're not gonna have time for Santa. Oh, let's do this real quick. Say real quick. It's forever. How many people are still hanging in there? 8 of you. That includes me. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So let's do the front part of the legs. This front part, it comes in here. Am I in there? Let's say, so there's the head. And then here's the front part. These front 2 legs, and they just are in here. And oh, I love the way that, I mean, that's one of my things, my paintings. I love the way light hits things. lights and darks and but that just takes time. See this leg here, then this whole body up in here, and right in there. This whole thing in there. I'm gonna go ahead and shade because there's this light's hitting on this left side. All this is dark right in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and shade this really quick. We'll give it a shade. See that now this is where value. This whole thing is really just seeing value, shading, the icing on the cake. Because I already have the form, I already have, I mean, the way this leg kind of is here, this foot, I drew it out real quick. But yeah, all this is right in there. Seeing where how the light hits, lights and darks, value. And I would shade the outside too. I would shade the outside if I had more time. So it can really look like he's lit up. As far as the lights really lighting him up. And I can build up my shading, If I'm not confident, because like right now I'm throwing the shades in. I can slowly build it up. I can do this and then go, okay, no, it needs to go darker. No, it needs to go darker. But once it's dark, you know, you can go lighter, but that starts messing with the paper. See, like this is lighter. I went a little bit lighter, but I can go darker. I can shade on top. I can keep building my values. There's a little puffy back foot. This back foot, I just did an oval shape, but yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's all really soft. It's this oval shape, and it's all one big form, just kind of like here. This understanding. It's also understanding anatomy, the dog anatomy. All this underneath is dark. Should we do Santa? Should we do Santa? I know we have, actually, you guys are hanging in there. I really like that. I wouldn't go this far. This is 3 hours. I started at 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. It's going to be 10. Probably be done at 10:30. How many hours is that? 4 hours, I think. Jeez, marathon, drawing marathon. Okay, there he is. I can put more values and stuff. Really look like that light's hitting him by going darker in this area back here. So I'm just shading really quick. This would have taken me back in my day when I first started, probably taken me days to draw this. So don't compare to despair. You can do this too. It just takes time, patience, persistence, practice. I'm showing you the process. I'm showing you how I'm doing it. Now you got to just pay the dues to sing the blues. Oh God, let's see this. Look at that. And it's probably more like, who knows, little puffs. You can lose that tail in here because it's all just soft. The tail, who knows, it gets lost in there. Just scribble it all in. All right, there he is. That's it. I think that's not too shabby. I can probably go with some more darks here and there. Oh, yeah, probably in here too, because it looks like this. I don't know. I think I moved that leg out a little too much. It goes darker right in there. I squint my eyes. I can squint my eyes and see. We're getting these soft edges, values. Try to make them edges. Here I'm that line, get rid of that line. Makes it more of a rendering. I still have some of my guidelines in here. Try to erase. But oh, definitely this one. Blend it in. Don't use your fingers. I always tell my students. Anyway, softens it up. That's it. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Questions, comments, complaints. Money back guaranteed. Throwing some shade. Like that. Damn. Throwing some shade. Yeah, we're throwing some shade. Putting some icing on that cake because that was simple cake. See, the drawing is simple. The icing, the shading is the challenge here. And the texture, getting that texture, that fluffiness. All right. Should we do Santa? Let's do Santa real quick. I don't know. I have some energy. I have some energy. So let's see. Where's Santa? Santa baby. This one's really interesting. All right, so let's do Santa. Let me share my screen. Let's see. I'm probably gonna see if we do it real quick. Since you guys are here, since I am recording, right? I did start. Okay, good. I'll maybe stop it and start it again. Do it one more